We stepped inside. The barn felt different, magical. It was like I'd never seen it before. Now I knew it held secrets. These cabinets hold the medical supplies I've gathered over the years, Mom said. And over here are some books that you might find helpful. There aren't any books about magical animals, but you'll find the magical creatures and everyday animals are often similar. Once I had a sick winged fox, and it helped you read about both birds and foxes. Sometimes you need to run an experiment to figure out what the animal needs or what will work best. You can look through my old science journals over there to get a better idea of what I'm talking about. My heart beat faster. As soon as she was done with the tour, I was heading straight for those journals. My breath caught. There'd be more magical photos in there. I could hardly wait to see them. I interrupted her. So, if I hear the bell, I run out here, and the animal will be at the back door, and I bring it inside and try to figure out what's wrong? Mom nodded. Some of the animals can speak, like Pip, but most can't. Remember, you can use the books and my old journals to help you. This must seem like a lot of responsibility, but I know you'll do your best. Do you have any questions? My mind was spinning, but I shook my head no. If Mom believed I could handle this, I could, I hoped. And if things got too tricky, I could ask Dad to help. Wait a minute. Mom hadn't mentioned Dad at all. That was definitely strange. What about Dad? Can he help me? Your father can't see any of the magical animals. Until you saw Pip in that photo, I thought I was the only human who could see them. Mom shook her head sadly. I tried to introduce Pip to your dad once, but he couldn't see or hear him. Whoa, so this was definitely all up to me. Mom kissed me on the head. I've got to go, but I'll see you in a week. I'll let Dad know you're out here before I leave. Wait, I piped up. If a magical creature comes, do I get to take its picture? I was pretty sure that was one of the best parts of this whole thing was going to be collecting magical photos. Mom laughed and opened one of the desk drawers. Here's my camera. You're free to use it. But since it's instant film, you can't take too many photos or it'll get really expensive. Oh, take one of each animal, okay? Oh, and here, she dug around at the bottom of the drawer, a brand new science journal, just for you. I wrapped my arms around my mom and gave her a big squeeze. I was glad to have the stuff in all the cabinets and drawers and Mom's old science journals to distract me. It made saying goodbye much easier. I thinked my thinking goggles on the barn desk and grabbed the pile of science notebooks. I spent the next few hours with Sassafras curled up in my lap as I flipped through all of them. The photos were so incredible. I flipped to a page with a creature that looked like a flower. I leaned in for a closer look. The scent of roses filled my nose. A few pages later, I found a photo of something fluffy and blue that was shaped like a snake. I brushed my fingers over the photo, and I could feel its soft feathers. This was going to be so much fun. I could hardly wait to see what creature I'd get to meet first.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Morning Announcements. Today is Wednesday, March the 13th, and that was Zoe's chapter 5. All right. So we just read through that. Hopefully, you had an opportunity. I know a lot of people are a little ahead in chapter 5, but I want to make sure that we're reading, and moving forward in this book and getting feedback. By next week, you will be finished with this book. All right, let's all take a deep breath in. Breathing out. Let's all take a deep breath. What activity are you going to do? High five, elbow. What is your goal for today? Completing your work, cleaning up. Again, we need to have all our classroom organized. I am going through and I asked yesterday, Mr. Jeff, kids, organize your stuff. Get those shelves clean. You guys should be putting things back. We should not walk in, crayons all on the floor. During transition time, you got to clean up. You got to be more organized. All right. That's what I want to see as a principal. Let's get cleaned up and get organized with those shelves and things off the floor. Take some deep breaths or use kind words. All right, let's take a moment to wish each other well. We have a lot of people that are struggling and want to make sure that they are supported. Teacher and staff, I will develop and support my students to grow here at MMA. Students, I can try and work hard to grow every day. That's what we're doing. We're growing. Keep up with this iReady. Let's keep it moving, please. Last week, we had quite a bit of classes, such as Jeff, Miss Janae, Lauren, and Latoka making it happen. Come on, Darren's class. Come on, Miss Kathy's class. Let's go, Miss Karen's class. Catch up, Mr. John's class, 6th grade. And let's do it, Miss Renee's class and Darlene. Let's get on the board. Let's get up here and get going with those past lessons, as well as Miss Domenica's class. All right, all right, all right. Let's do this. iReady. Let's go. Power of love, seeing the best in others. That is our focus for conscious discipline. Again, you all should have peace corners. A lot going on before spring break. It's spring fever. So everybody got a problem. Everybody's having a little tiny meltdown. Take a deep breath. Use your peace corner. See the best in others this week. All right. Let's make it happen. Perseverance in March. We're just moving forward and helping one another and pushing through when things are tough. All right, MMA, maintain respect, make good choices, and always be safe. I want to repeat, teachers, make sure we have one student at a time in that bathroom. The coats and backpacks are all in the middle of the hallway. We have to do a better job of making sure when they come back from outside, not only are they putting the equipment away, that's something we have to work on, but they're putting their coats and hats and gloves in the cubby. They should not be on the floor. Someone's going to trip and fall. So you should have a cubby checker. I know Miss Renee has one. Have somebody check your cubbies. It's becoming a serious health concern with coats and backpacks all in the middle of the hallway. We're not in that much of a rush that we can't put our materials back. So teachers, make sure you check your area before bathroom breaks and before recess and lunch to make sure those coats and all that stuff is put away. No cell phones at no time, even at the end of the school day. I had to get with a couple 6th graders yesterday. No cell phones at any time, even at the end of the day. At no point should your cell phones be on campus. So I have some people like, oh, it's the end of the day. I don't care. You should not have a cell phone on MMA campus. If we see your cell phone, it is very clear, and your parent will have to pick it up. Let's do better, older kids. You're the leaders of this building. All right, brag tags, they're in the mail. They're coming. Thanks for your patience with that. You see something, say something. Let's all participate. We're still working on report cards. They will go home this week, but we're finalizing everything. But we're in a new trimester, which means we have 12 and a half weeks. We're learning. These next 2 weeks make a difference. We get a week off for spring break, and then we come back of April and May, and we really got to work hard because we're preparing for the NWA in the spring. So what you do matter right now. Today for lunch, you have pasta, and you can get a salad choice as well as beans, fruit, and milk. Upcoming events today is, well, it should have been you jump in your jogging suit and read a book. Tomorrow is Wear Red and Blue, the One Fish, Two Fish story. All right. But we'll read. Every night you should be reading challenging guest readers. I haven't seen many guest visit readers. I want to see more, as well as class reading to other classes. Let's read. And yes, we're continuing with this book with Zoe and her dragon stories as it relates to her imagination and her scientific methods. Yesterday, 6th grade kids, we were at chapter 8, I believe, and we talked about the dragon and how he likes to eat marshmallows. So we talked about marshmallows. They communicated that favorite food. We took the time to write something up, which is just a reflection on what marshmallows are, how they taste, what they think. When you're writing, you got to write about details and be very specific. And that's what we are learning in her stories, that she is extremely detailed in what she's saying and what she's learning. Keep learning. The mother-daughter tea is on April 13th. Tickets on sale. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Tomorrow, I will announce the students of the month for the month of February, and as well as the staff of the month. All right, everybody, have a good day.